Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Wine Library TV. I'm your host again, Gary Vaynerchuk, and today we have a very special guest, our first, Daniel Jonas. And if you don't know who Daniel is, he's one of the great importers of boutique, high-quality wines from France, and has also been a somm at some of the top restaurants in Manhattan for many years. How many now?
Well, it's going on 25.
Montrachet and that for a long time, and now Daniel Blais's family of restaurants. So we're excited to have him here, and we're focusing on a very special white Burgundy today. And I will let Daniel get into it a little bit.
Well, thank you for having me.
My pleasure,
And I'll tell you, this really is a special wine. This is a wine that I discovered last year. I was tasting through Burgundy and was really looking for a great white that I could bring in, something special, exclusive, something that you don't find all over the place. It's not a big name. And I made a special selection within the cuvee. So I made a blend, and you won't find this anywhere else. It'll be exclusive at the Wine Library, and we'll probably show some of Daniel Boulud's restaurants. And what it is, it's a Premier Cru Pouligny Montrachet from the La Garenne vineyard. Now, La Garenne is, you do see a little bit of it. It's not a big vineyard. You see some wines bottled under that label, sometimes just bottled as Pouligny Premier Cru because it's not that well known. But it's a vineyard that I particularly like. It really expresses the style of wine that I like. It's very minerally, it's very intense, it's rich without being heavy. Mm-hmm. And I think this is the hallmark of a great white Burgundy. When you have Chardonnay, or white Burgundies as we know are made from Chardonnay, Chardonnay can be really upfront, in your face, sweet, not sweet as in residual sugar, but almost a sweetness that comes from the ripe fruit and the alcohol. But when you have a great white Burgundy such as this, you get the richness of fruit, but you also get a dry, very mineral flavor. And what I think is unique about this wine and great white Burgundy is that there's sort of an inner core of energy in the wine. Mm-hmm. Whereas an ordinary Chardonnay can be very delicious, but right up front, you get everything all at once. But you get this, what I call an energy, a real life in the wine, in this wine, and I think it's, you can't help but like it. So would you like to taste it?
Yeah, definitely. Just so some of the viewers realize, I've been tasting Daniel's wines for a long time, and he never really disappoints. I mean, he will go with very esoteric selections. If you ever get a chance, and you see any wines with his logo on the back, he's bringing in some of the great wines of the world. And more importantly, the one thing I will say for him is that they're always of top quality. I may not always have a niche to sell his products, but I'm never disappointed with the quality. It's a big deal.
Well, what I say is, it's got my label on it. I never select a wine that I wouldn't enjoy drinking myself. So
it's a big deal.
Here we go.
The first thing I notice is the great mineral aspect on the nose. Kind of integrated with a little bit of, fruit, subtle fruit. I love the nose.
Well, what's lovely about it is, first of all, it's the 2004 vintage, which
let's
really
talk about 04 a little bit, which I'm sure is important to a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. It's going to have all kinds of press. For the white wines in Burgundy, it's already received very good press. It's really
in
wonderful
Europe
vintage.
especially.
The red wines are going to be a little bit more chancy, but for the white wines, which is, of course, what we're talking about, you've got real ripe fruit, and you get that purity, real clean fruit flavors in the nose.
This is great.
That combination of minerality that you described with maybe fresh white fleshed fruits such as peaches and apples, and that kind of real fresh flavors. It's still a very young wine. And
the key to remember, if anything else, is that 04 whites are going to be phenomenal. So you should definitely seek them out. I think I've been impressed with what I've been tasting. I'm sure you've been there and tasted through.
I might say in defense of 03s are a much riper and softer vintage. They didn't really receive great press, but they're really good. In spite of a lower acid level, there's a minerality that comes through in them. But this 04 is really a beautiful balance, great intensity, and it's a wine that can age for a quite long time.
What really impresses me about this is the kind of white wine that gets me excited from the standpoint of it's tremendously drinkable now. Even though there's a strong amount of acidity on the mid-palate and the finish, you can feel the structure, which lets me say, oh my God, you could drink this today, but you could put this white wine away. I would say 10 to 15 years is not totally out of the question.
No.
And this is really a red wine lover's white. It gives you all the complexities you enjoy, and this is well worth seeking out. We're going to be trying to put a deal together after this videotapes on this because I'm really excited about this wine. The complexity is amazing.
Well, you talk about a deal. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse, Gary. Because not only is this priced right, but it's really it's such a pleaser that people are going to feel like they're getting their money's worth. It really is a terrific wine. I'm very happy with it, and I'm going to go look for more.
Tell us a little bit about the guy. Tell us a little about Nome. More right. Tell us a
Well,
little bit about it.
the important thing is to know that this is a personal selection, and that's why it says Cuvée Spéciale.
Got it.
So, this is a small
More about
negotiation,
you.
but it really, I want to be modest about it, but this is really about someone who was able to bottle it and
the whole thing together.
prepare the package for me. But the selection is mine, and you won't find this anywhere else. And so, it's not fair to say that this one is representative of that name.
Got it. Well, I want to thank Daniel for being here. I really appreciate it. I think this is a really informative episode. We're going to do something very special with this wine, so please look out for it on email. We'll attach this video, and I think we brought a lot of value today, and I'm going to continue to look to do that with Wine Library TV. Thank you, buddy.
Thanks.
We'll see you next time. Take care.
Cheers.